All right, we're here at Descanso Gardens, and we are in the Rose Pavilion, and we're just going to take you through. There's multiple options here for table placement, DJ placement, bar placement. One of the most common is to place the DJ right in front of this wall, have the dance floor directly in front, and then you would have table seating in front and also down on the lower level. Another option, they often put the bar just out here by the willow tree. So if people want to have the bar and the dance floor closer together, we can do dance floor here and DJ in the corner where there's power. Another option would be to have seating all the way through up here. Have DJ down kind of on the end, the dance floor on the end, there's power over there. And the bar can go in this little nook. And the third option is to keep the bar back over by the willow tree, seating all the way up through here, seating down here, and the DJ and dance floor can be set up in this area. So as you can see, there's a few different configurations, but there is ample power in all of these areas. So wherever the DJ and dance floor is, it's pretty easy. Once again, this is the Rose Pavilion at Descanso Gardens. Okay, we're at Descanso Gardens. This is the Spanish Fountain. This is the cocktail hour that's often used in association with weddings where the reception is taking place at the Rose Garden Pavilion. Ceremony for the Rose Garden Pavilion is at one of two areas. It's up through this way, through the trees, just up the path in the oak forest, or it's back this way a bit closer to the Rose Garden Pavilion. Once again, this is just for cocktail hour. This is the Spanish Fountain. Typically, guests just kind of hang out in this area. They set a bar up over there. Power for DJs or bands is right behind the bushes and the stonework right here. It's the only power source for this area. So if you're facing the fountain, it's just off to the right on the backside of the stonework. Once again, cocktail hour associated with the Rose Garden Pavilion. This is the Spanish Fountain at Descanso Gardens. Okay, we're here at the Oak Forest. This is one of two ceremony areas at Descanso Gardens that's associated with the Rose Garden Pavilion for reception. Once again, this is the Oak Forest. Typically, just under this natural archway of trees, the bride and groom and the officiant would set up, and then all the chairs would be kind of through here, facing forward. For power, you need at least 150 feet of power cable. There's two power spots. One is just behind the golf cart on the other side of the path, just up from the bench and that rock. And just down by this pond, in these little rocks over here, there's like a fake rock with a power source. It's just off the path, just in front of the garden. So you have no choice but to cross the path with your power, just tape it down, and again, making sure you have safely 200 feet of power cable. And DJ could set up off to the side and then drop speakers up just behind the tree on either side, facing forward for the guests. Once again, this is the Oak Forest, one of two ceremony areas that are usually associated with the Rose Garden Pavilion at Descanso Gardens, and we are at one of two ceremony sites associated with the Rose Garden Pavilion. This is the gazebo. It's the closest, obviously, of the two. Typically, bride and groom up in the gazebo, all the guests kind of sitting right around front. There is power up in the gazebo, right up in the framing. Otherwise, you would probably need to pull power back here from the pavilion and run it around. So you may set up a speaker up in the gazebo. DJ would want to be behind everybody, so back here So a power for the speaker up there, run speaker cable, maybe the DJ right around here, and then pull power from here for the actual DJ rig or band. Two options for cocktail hour here. Oftentimes they'll just have cocktail hour in this common area. The only disadvantage to that is you can't prevent people from going and sitting down early. They do have the Spanish Fountain, which is just kind of a short walk up over there. Oftentimes that's the best bet, is to push everyone up to the Spanish Fountain. It's a third area, which would require a speaker, a separate speaker and an iPod or a musician for entertainment. And then they'll bring them back to the Rose Pavilion afterwards. The second ceremony site associated with this is the Oak Forest, which is about a 5-minute walk just up through the paths past those trees. And once again, the Spanish Fountain is on the way back to the reception area from the Oak Forest, and we'll show you in a separate video the ceremony options for the Oak Forest. But once again, this is the gazebo, option 1 of 2 ceremony areas associated with the Rose Pavilion.